see their press starts to go a little bit more aggressive, and they start to, as well, especially in the second half, have a little bit more possession than us here. So goal kick, bounces into Passius, bounces into my guy, kind of bring it out to me. I'm just going to take this ball down here. It's crowded.
Now
I'm just going to bring this down and hook it up the line, volley it up the line. It's towards the field. I'm just going to do exactly that, hook it upwards, and I end up finding Darren's head right there. So it worked out pretty well. And then going up for the header, doesn't work, and then just tracking back and getting back in our shape, back in our defensive line of 5 right now, 5 and 3. And you can see a lot of numbers back. We do really well. Cross comes in over the heads, and now it's our throw-in. So here's my next touch. I'm actually inside here. I'm coming back from a corner kick.
Why are our backs so ass, bro?
Dropping all the way back. I'm just going to staying off of his shoulder in case I can receive this ball now. There's numbers back. I don't need to drop all the way back. I can receive it right here. This is a great ball from Michael Bryant. And I know from checking my shoulder, I got space. I can drive down this line. So I open up, receive this ball, and drive down this line with pace, almost acting as a right wing back. And Haruki makes a great run on the outside, which almost brings out that left wing back. And then Darren inside makes a run right behind their left center back. And I just play it right in between their left wing back and their left center back as Darren just starts to run in behind. And then we get a little bit lucky with this goal. It's still a good hit from Darren. Just goes into a difficult spot right between the goalkeeper's legs, I believe. And he ends up scoring, and I get the assist. So I'll take it. Wasn't the best assist of my life, but
about to make a center back.
Great run from Darren, and sometimes you need a little bit of luck like that. Just unlucky from the goalkeeper. We've all been there where you're expected to go one way and it goes another way. It just doesn't work out. But here's a replay. Driving inside, Haruki with the run. You can see I'm looking at Haruki. And this run here, as I look at him and as he makes this overlapping run here, bodily, their left wing back has to respect it a little bit and start to cheat a little bit outside, which opens up, you can see bodily stepping a little bit outside here, which opens up that pass inside. If Haruki wasn't making that run and he didn't bust his butt to get up the line, this pass probably wouldn't have been on, and then we probably wouldn't have scored. So even though Haruki's not going to get anything on the stat sheet, it's a great run from him. And Darren has a great timed run as well. And as soon as I make eye contact with him and I see him start to make that run aggressively, immediately next touch is that pass in behind, just leading him into the box. And I to be honest, I didn't expect him to shoot, but that's what strikers do. They get the ball in the box, and they just want to shoot from anywhere. So there's the next touch for me, just playing back to my center back, nothing crazy, and we'll go from there. So now at 2-0. So this is a really, really good half from us. Long ball in behind, into me, again, a little out of position here. Passius is coming aggressively. I can't take a touch here. I'm just going to head this ball to Dev, and since it's tight and I don't want to get pressed, I'm going to head this almost down hard to his feet, so then he can play out of that one touch. If I head it up in the air, there's more time for those players to press him there. Again, good passing, just 1-2 touches to break out and continue to keep possession here. Now, Passius here, you can see, is a pretty good, just a dip of the shoulder down the line, and I jump, and you can see just from him, I'm actually analyzing him versus me now, but it's a good movement. Creates 10, 15 yards of space right there.
Kenny,
really hard. Just that little body feint gets me going down the line, and now he's created space for himself to receive defeat. I try to jump in on it, but even then I'm a little bit behind.
Bro, why are you so unentertained, bro?
Get into just a tussling match.
Oh, I'm locked in, bro. I'm watching something.
Poke here and just try to get that ball out from under his feet. And we do a good job to pressure him from behind, and we almost
I just wouldn't get it right.
That ball. But that is the last thing I want. I think there's one play at the very end of this half that you'll see that
it's not about if you get it or not.
And I get right up on his back. And you can see how dangerous a bigger guy like that is when that happens.
Okay.
Now here,
can't be friendly with someone that just insults me all day.
I have to cover him and respect that space behind him. So you can see Michael Bryant's going to step in. I think that this is Arteaga. And as he does now, I'm just moving inside. So we still have kind of a back line of 3. Michael Bryant, even though he's in the center, is pretty much a center mid now. Back for us. Now Michael Bryant gets back in the line, and now we can adjust our line again. And just kind of moving and plugging up the space so we have good balance and good spacing between everything here. And I just kind of put this clip in here just to show you how our back line of 5 kind of moves to a back line of 4 at times, back line of 3 at times, but then we always end up getting back into our shape of like a 5-3-2. Now here I'm yelling at Haruki, follow this guy, watch this guy going in behind, because I want to step and be a little bit more aggressive into Passius, into this space here. So I'm telling Haruki to get back, and I can just jump forward in case they play that. He doesn't play that. Now Haruki can step out high, and I'm getting back in my line. So it's great defending from us, team shape, making it really difficult to break down. We're all working really hard to plug those spaces. Now here's what I'm talking about. This is what I do not want. Vasius is bigger than me, he's stronger than me, and as soon as I get in this position, he just takes me with his left arm, pushes me towards the sideline, spins me, and there's nothing I can do. And honestly, looking back at this, I thought about, do I drag him down here? Do I get a yellow card here? I don't know what the answer is. I think looking back on it, I should have, because if I lose it here, it's basically a 3v2. I thought I could just kind of catch up with him here, and Ryan Williams does a really good job to get back. End up getting, I think that was their first shot on target in the half, from my mistake, getting too tight to Vasius there. So I honestly, I've gone back and forth if I should have dragged him down for a yellow card and a tactical foul there. I think I should have, because if they would have scored there, it was a completely different game right before half, and I would have been chewed out in video, probably, by that man, Danny Dichio there. So I'm glad that there wasn't anything too bad coming from that, but that's a lesson, definitely, and this is why I watch it back, and this is why I put these up there, because that's probably a moment where I want to bring down that player for a tactical yellow card there. But really good half from us. We're up 2-0, and great possession. I thought this was probably one of our best games of the season in terms of how we
Magic Johnson video is going viral.
And again, how we built up and just created opportunities as well. So really happy about this first half. Here are the halftime stats. As you can see, 2 goals to 0, 7 shots to their 3, 5 to 1 on shots on target, and then we dominate possession, 62% possession. The second half changes a lot, and you'll see this in these highlights, but Tampa Bay Rowdies picks up a lot more possession, a lot more actions in our half, and we actually kind of struggled. It kind of evened out possession-wise. So we'll hop into the second half here, same lineup from us, same position for me, and get into the second half right here. So immediately off of the kickoff, Kobe Hernandez tries to find Haruki in behind down this right side, and then my first touch of the second half comes a little bit later, not until the 50th minute. I finally get my first touch. It's a free kick. I'm just going to try to lump it forward into Darren. Just overhit that slightly, but then we're able to get the throw in. Right.
This nigga Malachi bored as shit at work.
This left-hand side with Devin Amumensa. Right here, I'm noticing that I'm in this huge pocket of space. 20, 30 yards around me, tons of space forward. I'm looking down the field. Devin starts to see that this side's open as well, and he's going to clip this over to this far side.
Let's go. I needed me a nice little viral video. I'm gonna wake up, this shit gonna be at like 50K.
I always struggle with his name, Chrysostomo. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to allow him to come a little bit closer and just kind of delay me taking that touch. And as he starts to come down, then I'm going to take one aggressive touch in behind and basically put my body in between him and the ball. So you're going to see this right here. Take an aggressive touch down, kind of bait him in, take my touch forward, kind of put him on my back, start to drive forward and inside. And as I drive inside, again, bodily has to respect me driving inside and starts to move inside, freeing up the space out wide to Haruki.
So much like that again, bro.
And then Haruki just is able to take a touch, whip it across, and then Darren Smith gets a goal.
Wake up early tomorrow.
There's a lot of confusion about this call. Unfortunately, I think the AR rules this a handball. It's really hard to see, but talking to Darren after this game, he said, yeah, it hit straight off my elbow. But it's a great.
Soccer fans know you gotta protect your sensitive parts. That's why Dove Men Whole Body Deo is alcohol free and made to spray everywhere, even down there. Dove Men Whole Body Deo.
Great vision from the AR. Like really.
He just loaded up a 2v11 mod.
It's really hard to see, but yeah, Darren's trying to.
Interesting.
Yeah, he knows it. He said it went straight off his elbow here. So drive inside, spin out to Haruki. Haruki delivers a great ball in, and then Darren off of his elbow.
Just feels.
I mean, we're wearing the same fucking
Looks like it
jersey.
was off his shoulder, maybe his head. It's not the best camera angle, but yeah, unfortunately, we're still only up 2-0. Now here, I'm starting to come to basically win.
Imagine having 9 friends to get on with.
I know I have some space behind me, so
I thought I put this shit on that I probably gotta change it on this shit. You're not supposed to play this.
As he does play me, I have a lot more time and space to look forward.
Like,
but here again, I have
they're all over.
kind of tight ball.
They're everywhere.
In here,
it's just so congested, bro. No shot they score.
into a Tez or Darren, one of my strikers running into space. Doesn't quite work out, but still, if I got a little bit more height on that, I think it would have been a lot better. And then just good repressed action. And then once again, same thing. Instead of getting pinned on the back of Passies here where I'm not going to win that, I'm just going to run around him. I can see the trajectory of the ball, run around Passies, and then win this header without any contact or any muscling that has to be done. I basically can just kind of weasel my way around to win that ball versus trying to out-muscle Passies here. Long ball over the top.
All right, let's go. All right, let's go, man.
Try to muscle him here. I don't have the best. I need to stay a little bit more inside and keep that ball wide. I thought I could win that tackle. I just going to get a bit harder here.
Like, look how AIDS this is.
Also understand the fact that in the box I can't just push him to the ground. He cuts in on me, has a shot on target, but not the most dangerous shot. Carlos is able to handle that pretty well. Haruki steps in to win that ball. He drives outside. He plays me back the ball. I'm checking in over my shoulder. I see that I have Michael Bryant and Ryan Williams in the center here, just to basically also know that I have no pressure coming in from behind me. So as I receive that ball, I start to turn inside, but that winger Passius is rounding his run inside to cut off that pass from Michael Bryant. I think I could still hit that if I just were to take an aggressive touch inside or back, but instead I decided to go up the line and then just try to clear that ball over the top, and that's fine. It got real tight over on the sideline, and it's good pressure for Passius in order to force me to this far side, and I just cleared it up, and no harm, no foul there. Now here, I try to go up and win this header. I hear Michael Bryant's chant, or call for his ball a little bit late. I win this header, but unfortunately my elbow pops backwards, and I pop Michael Bryant right in the face, like right on the nose. So Michael, if you're watching this, sorry about that. Heard it a little bit late, but it's a good aggressive play for both of us to go and win that ball. Obviously, communication, trying to sort that out earlier, but it was just at that sweet spot where it's just over me, where I think I can still get it, and then Michael Bryant's just behind me. It's a tough play right there. He did save my ball. I just didn't respond to it as fast as I should have, unfortunately, so my bad. And then the next play, I get hit in the back from RTA.
Wow, quit this shit.
It really wasn't that bad. I kind of just was embellishing it a little bit in order to try to get a yellow because I knew I was backing up kind of in a vulnerable position. And also I felt somebody just kind of go through my shoulder area, head area, and I just kind of fall down as I feel that contact. So you can see it, feel it, fall down, clutch the head, even though, no problem there. I had a concussion test as well. We did the full
playing the best team in the world.
From the trainer, all good, allowed to continue to play. Now here, I should be a little bit higher because there's no danger around me. I can be a little bit more aggressive out here. So I'm just like 10 yards back.
Sorry, ass nigga.
Back, I have to fly out. It's a great meg. And then just that age-old rule that you hear all the time. Either the man can get by you or the ball can get by you, but not both. So I just bodied him a little bit, and the referee didn't think there was too much in that and allowed us to play on there. Checking my shoulder, I see I have time and space. Lots of time here. I'm looking inside. So as I receive this pass,
Shoot
I
that
have
shit.
time just to open up and look inside. Just play it to Ryan. He plays it right back out to Jesse, and then Jesse plays it right back into Ryan. A good little triangle here on this far side, or this near side, to build up. Receiving the ball, 66th minute, lots of time to look forward now. As I start to drive forward, nothing's really popping up in behind. Jesse kind of checks too, and then as this ball's coming back, I'm checking over my shoulder to see where that pressure's coming from. Now here I can see I have Michael Bryant who's starting to step backwards. I have Ryan Williams here. So whichever way Passius starts to round his run, I know I can play one of those two. He ends up kind of being right in the middle. So, and I see Ryan has a guy right at his back. So I'm just going to miss Ryan and go all the way back to Michael Bryant, where he can swing it out to this far side there. And that's one thing, if you check your shoulder beforehand, you kind of always know your options. And then you receive your ball based off of what option they cut off, because usually they can only cut off one of the two, or two of the three, or whatever it is. Then you can kind of play that free option. And now here, there's actually a lightning delay. So we all had to come to the locker room, and I think we waited for like an hour and a half for this game to be played. So we'll flash forward. I'm not going to make
We give up here.
Kind of an unfortunate weather delay here. We all had to go back in the locker room.
Foul.
This
Okay.
Basically sit down, roll,
Nice.
stretch out a little bit, eat some carbs, and just wait until the storm passed. So basically an hour and a half later, some fans were crazy and stuck around, which I loved. And
this shit, bro.
Everybody who supports us. But I'll catch you guys in basically an hour and a half of game time. Play the next clip right after this. Now about an hour and a half later, coming back out to the field. Body is stiff and tired, but we still have another 25, 30 minutes of gameplay to play. So Michael Bryant's going to receive this ball off of the drop. He's going to play it out to me, and then as you're going to see, I have a loose touch, and this is what happens when you sit down for an hour and a half. Not the greatest touch. I need to take that touch forward so I have a better angle to hit that ball behind. The touch kind of escapes me off to the side, and then I'm trying to recover, and it just completely just swiped through it. You can see my body is completely falling to the side and out of bounds. Not the greatest start to the weather delay of this second half here, but we move on. Going to win this header. I know I have pressure right off my shoulder. I don't want to bring this down. I see Haruki on this sideline, so I'm going to try to head it down into him, and he can recover and maybe drop it back into me. Bodley does a good job to run around Haruki, and then Haruki does an even better job to get back around Bodley and then win a goal kick here. Really good work from Haruki Yamazaki there, and now it's our ball.
Trying to play the through ball.
The ball behind, and then once again just trying to take my touch. It escapes me a little bit, but a good interception there. As you can see, I'm kind of always staying in front of Passius, and Michael Bryant's always behind him just to make it difficult for him to receive that ball. Ryan Williams plays it back to me here. I'm trying just to fizz that ball over the top into a Tez. I think it was a Tez here. Just don't have the best contact on it, and it just goes off of Chrysostomo's his shoulder or his side, and then out for our throw-in there. Now Bodley clears the ball up. It kind of bounces all the way out into Ryan Williams. He takes a touch. I just do a little back heel touch and receive that ball.
Medicine isn't about sickness. Medicine is about health.
Now, I play it into Ryan Williams to my right, but Kobe Hernandez-Foster would have been a better option to get out of this pressure over that far side, and then we have like Alex Villanueva on that far side as well. It would have been better. To be honest, I didn't even see him there, and I just so was focused on receiving that ball and watching Ryan that I just missed it. Now ball to Michael Bryant, who's getting wide. And I kind of talked about this touch again, but as I receive this, I'm almost kind of taking that touch just by myself, and I'm waiting for the pass to get a little bit closer. And as his momentum comes too close to me, then I take my touch and explode off from that distance. So all he can do is either foul me or let me go past him. If I take that touch,
that's a great pass. Great pass, Apollo. A la Messi.
And defend that better by just waiting that half a second. I found it's easier to
dudes,
cut in front
bro.
of them and basically make it harder to defend. Looking forward again. This is good opposite movement here. Darren's checking the space. Jesse's running behind. I think it's defended well. So I just play it out wide to Haruki, my right wing back. I think Darren could have been a good option if I would have taken one more touch to look for it. But this is still a good sequence going up this right-hand side. Ball comes all the way down into me. Once again, I've talked about this 5 times in this video, but just running around Passius to intercept that ball instead of just staying on his back. Because the one time I was on his back, as I think Darren attracts some of that defense forward, and I think a Tez over the top and behind would have been the better option. Darren's feet, like I tried, would have been a good option. I just mishit that to his right-hand side when I should be playing his left-hand side there. Just winning that header, and then unfortunately get called for a foul. I wouldn't have bobbled that up. It's a good option. And then the referee actually calls it out. I think he was in between either being a foul on Darren, or if he didn't want to call a foul, he was just going to give us the throw-in for some reason. The last few minutes of the game, 95th minute now, closing things down. It goes over past his head. I know I'm going to be able to receive this ball. I chest it just into this space. It's a little dangerous of a play, especially this late in the game, but I just chest that into space. And then here, I think if I just pop it over, I think that's Bilal or Jesse. I don't know who is in a good pocket of space, but at this point, a couple minutes left in the game, I'm just going to clear it in behind and try to find my striker. And it's offside, but I think that's a fine pass to try to complete at the very end. And then now, last couple plays of the game, little collision here. Tampa Bay starts to attack, and now I think, watching this back, I'm still in between. I don't know if I should go with Arteaga and just try to pressure him, or if I should just drop in my line and allow my center mids to deal with this. I saw it was a 2v1 with passes up there, so I went in and tried to body Arteaga as he drove inside, but this is a dangerous little sequence here. And we're pretty fortunate not to give up a goal there. And I think, looking back on this, I should have just dropped and left Arteaga in the center and just allowed him to go inside and laterally and dropped into my line. There's like 1 minute left in the game. The danger's behind us. Don't leave it a 2v1 or a 2v2 back there. Just get back in my line. So anyway, that was the game. I was pretty happy with how I played. Wasn't like the most crazy game for me, but I think anytime you get an assist as a center back, you're going to put you in contention for like USL Team of the Week. And then just with all the interceptions and kind of winning the ball around Passius, I think that helped out with the FOTMOB score a lot. But overall, really good game from us, one of our best of the season. Pretty happy with my performance there at center back, especially playing a little out of position. And we take the 3 points and we go on to the next game. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another game analysis video. In this game, my team, the Charleston Battery, are taking on Detroit City FC in Patriots Point, which is our home field. Detroit City is a very good team. You can see the record down there, much better than ours. I think at the time of this game, they were in 7th place on the table, so it's going to be a very tough game for us. Anyway, here is the lineup for my team, the Charleston Battery. I'm number 13, Matt Sheldon, and I'm playing right center back in this game. We're going with a 3-4-3 lineup, but a lot of times those wing backs come back and we have like a solid back five. Here is the lineup for Detroit City. Looks just like ours. They also went with a 3-4-3 formation. The only difference for them is that they, up top, they do a 1-2, while we have 2 kind of attacking 10s and 1 holding striker. So just a slight difference in our lineups. So here we go. Let's just jump into the game analysis video. As you can see, beautiful, beautiful night at Patriots Point. It's like 80 degrees or so. Humidity levels high, but no direct sun. 8 o'clock at night. Really, really nice to start the game. So before we hop into this game analysis, I just want to take a quick second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Ritual. Do you have a perfect diet day in and day out? Yeah, me neither. Ritual helps people fill the gaps in their diet with no shady additives, colorants, or fillers. Just 2 of these easy to take capsules provide 10 key nutrients